Dream Weddings is brought to you by Doubletree Resort by Hilton Lancaster and the Pandora store at Park City Center. Planning a wedding can be very overwhelming, and sometimes it's hard to know where to start. I always say start at a bridal show. It's a great place to meet vendors, get ideas, and plan your wedding. And who knows, you might win a great prize. At 101 The Rose Bridal Show, we give away a dream wedding. Coming right up. What makes a dream wedding? Some brides think that dream weddings only happen in big cities or exotic beach locations. But that's not true. Dream weddings happen every weekend in small towns all over America. It takes good planning, attention to detail, and having your very own dream team in place. Stay tuned and I'll show you how it's done. There are bridal shows almost every weekend in central Pennsylvania throughout the fall, winter, and spring. And they're so big that it's hard to find out where to start. Let me show you how it's done. The more you know, the more likely you're to have your dream wedding. Follow me. So as soon as you walk in, this could be overwhelming. You don't know where to start. So try to focus on the vendors that you're looking for. If you're looking for a photographer, visit all your photographers and ask them the question, what kind of style photography they are. That's number one. Also, if they're available for your day. And third, make sure you have a click, because these are the only vendors that are going to be spending mostly like 8 hours with you. Bridal shows are a great place to learn about trends, find out what things cost, and just get ideas that you can use. And don't forget to sample the cakes. So what is the purpose of you being here? Tell me.
Information.
Good.
Everybody wants information. From times to order, how long it takes, styling, colors. Talked to a lot of girls today about bridesmaids dresses.
What about the biggest trend? Do you see lace? Do you see color dresses? What are
Lace. Also, the other thing that's becoming very popular now is a little bit of a sleeve. Oh. Not everything is strapless. Mm-hmm. And they're getting away from that now a little bit. And also some sheer netting up over the bodice and in the back.
Yes.
So
back treatments are becoming such a big trend.
Back treatments, yeah. Low back, very low V back.
What's your next question, dear? Tell me, what's your next question?
Do your shoes come with it?
Yes.
Okay, with the rental?
Yep.
Okay, that's good.
What other questions do you have?
I forget.
Well, let me help you.
Okay.
Okay? Do they have to wear a vest? Do they have to wear a cummerbund? Do they have to wear a bow tie? Do they have to long skinny tie?
They don't have to wear anything. They can wear whatever you want. The more popular look is to go with the more matching vest.
Okay.
Kind of accent right here in the tie with the color.
Like a bow tie
With
or that tie?
a bow tie or a necktie, and that'll get you the nice accent of color there that kind of matches the girl's dress.
And all three guys can have different colors.
They can?
You don't have to be
Now, if they do match, if they have different colors, make
Right.
sure you girls,
match the colors. Yes.
thank you. Absolutely.
Yep.
You got that right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Joey. Can I get a sample for me? Another sample. There are more. Come, let's go. Flowers. I love flowers. They could be small, they could be medium, they could be large. Obviously, Petals with style always do something very big. Let's visit her.
Well, today we featured white. We didn't know what color to do, and in sometimes bad lighting, you're not sure what to do, so
Yes.
we went all white, candlelight, classic, really features the mercury glass.
What do you recommend to our brides who are walking in and they see something like that, like, oh my gosh, this is too much?
Yes, everybody gets a little scared, but I say at least this shows you what we can do. You can take elements of the table and use it for your own decorations, so everyone can relate to it.
What ways are there for brides to cut costs and still have a beautiful arrangement?
Well, that's why we're featuring a lot of things that we own. So we have a great inventory of mercury glass, as well as candle holders, candlesticks, crystals, things like that. So they can cut costs by doing candles on half the tables, flowers on half the tables.
So you don't have to have large arrangements in every single table.
Nope, a few statement pieces really make the whole room, and then the rest of your tables can be affordable with candlelight and small flowers.
There you go. You heard it from the pro. Another cake tasting.
Martine!
Okay, so let's talk about music. Every bride can hire you, but...
It's what runs the wedding.
Okay.
It's the most important part of the wedding.
Hello, everyone. How are you? Of course, one of the best things about bridal shows are the prices. At the 101 The Rose Show at the Inn Resort in Lancaster, we give away a dream wedding worth over $15,000.
This is the grand prize winner of Dream Wedding's Ultimate Wedding Giveaway. Congratulations to ticket number 286. You have your tickets out, right? Okay. 286 253. Congratulations.
That was a very nice hug. Are you sure you two are happy together? You got the ultimate dream wedding. Congratulations.
That means we're going to see you on TV real soon. No pressure.
Coming up, Alaina and Erik plan their ultimate dream wedding. Visit our website to learn how you can have a dream wedding and even be on the show.
So when they call your name, what was going through your mind at that moment?
Holy moly, that's a lot of money. And now we may actually be able to pull this wedding off because we're paying for it ourselves, so.
It's a huge weight.
It is a huge weight. I thought, oh man, now I might actually be able to enjoy this.
Tell me your story.
A good friend of mine I grew up with, he had like an end of the summer party. I just saw her there one night, just went up and talked to her, and
We dated for a little while. At the time, my father was terminally ill, so he just jumped right in and started helping my family with my dad. And my dad said, you better marry that man before he died. And so here I am. He gave me dream weddings. That's what I think. He gave me you.
Okay, well, let's talk about your dream wedding then.
Okay.
Okay, so any ideas, any thoughts?
I like the peacock feather theme.
Okay.
I like the deep, rich colors.
Okay.
And honestly, that is all I know. Most people have it all planned out for like their entire lives. Not me. My dad was.
Your dad was?
Yeah, he was always, I can't wait to take you dress shopping. I can't wait to do that. So I think maybe that might be part of why sometimes I put it off, is because I planned on doing it with him. And now I can't.
I want you to go home and start looking at some magazines. You know, I want you to start getting an idea. It's okay, let's start with one at a time. Flowers. Out of 20 pages that you have, pick only the top 3. Don't pick all of them. Say top 3, okay, this. Put them in a file, okay, that's for Martine. After that, it's gonna be a lot easier for me to see and look at your concept. I can design anything. All the professionals that we have in there, they can design anything. But ultimately, you have to give me your elements so we can create your dream wedding.
There was one aspect of Alaina's wedding where she knew exactly what she wanted: photography. Alaina's dad had worked with Frank King Photography for many years.
I don't think that there was any other option out there. It was right away, just Frank King. We're going straight to him. I guess just because there is history with our family and my dad working with him for so long, and longer than I've been alive.
And he used to help with the bridal shows. Here's a picture of her dad at one of the bridal shows. So I'm going to give you that to take along as a gift.
Oh, thank you.
He always had the trademark handlebar mustache. So,
He did, he would
and
wax
everybody
it.
said, I want the photographer with the mustache. He actually did my wife and I's wedding. This is 30 years ago, so things do change. And he also did my daughter's wedding. So now we're here to take her wedding and continue.
Do you have anything in particular that you're looking for?
I do have few specific pictures that I would like taken, but I think candids definitely, because they show people's personality more. But then the formals are important to me as well, because you get everybody together in one place smiling, looking nice. And
Years ago, the family groups posed pictures throughout the entire wedding, even at receptions, were a big part of the past. Now the brides don't want to be posed at the cake. They want to do their own thing. They want to do their own toasting setups. And naturally, we stress a lot of candids. We also like to do a lot of fun shots to make the wedding pictures look a little more enjoyable.
we figure he's the artist, he's the photographer, he's the one with the creative eye. as he sees things happening, he'll see it and he'll capture it.
Yeah, you probably won't even know I'm there, except for the formals, because I'll be popping in and out, taking shots, and that's when we pick up a lot of the candids and the journalistic style where you don't even know they're being taken. I took that picture when you were...
Frank had lots of photos of Alaina and her family at his studio. He even had a 40-year-old picture of Alaina's mother in her wedding dress.
It's like looking at me, right?
Yes.
Wedding pictures are so important because everything else doesn't last. Your pictures last a lifetime. So knowing that you have a great photographer and you don't just have to read reviews online and trust that they're going to do a good job when you actually know the person is a lot more relaxing.
Want to see the latest trends, inspirations, and local professionals? Pick up a Dream Weddings magazine at a store near you. Our couple chose Box Hill Mansion at Regent's Glen in York as the venue for both their ceremony and reception.
Right before we came to see it, we saw it on Dream Weddings. And it was so beautiful on Dream Weddings that we decided we just had to see the place. Marianne, who runs the weddings here, had everything just together so well. I thought, this is someone I want involved in my wedding. And the guests will enter through here, and they can come through here and socialize during cocktail hour.
This is really cool. Are we utilizing the mansion at all?
No.
Not at all. Okay. Now, plan B.
Plan B, we will be utilizing the mansion.
You wanted to have your reception outside, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so are we gonna have it here?
No, Marianne actually upgraded for us because of Dream Weddings, and we are going to have it down in the tent.
So we're here at this huge, colossal tent where we need all of your help. Marianne, what about the walls? Is there any way that we can keep them open?
Yes, we will keep all the walls open depending on the day, the weather of the day. We can open up these walls over here as well.
Good. I definitely would like to see just open space. Now, with this open space, what do you feel?
Nice breeze.
Nice breeze, which is really, really nice. So when it comes to the decorations, we have to be very, very careful what decorations we're gonna have in here because, once again, of the breeze.
Or if the wind is too high, you can just portion off part of the tent, close part of it off. Okay. And just to slow it down, and then it should be fine.
Correct, and it's not just about the flowers.
No.
Obviously, it's about the DJs, about the food, about the bar, about the place cards, too. If we have this strong wind, and when you have this outside, they're gonna fly everywhere.
We could do a chart. We could do a chart. And we can go with her theme and her colors, and we can make it look pretty good. Well, her invitation actually has the peacock feather. She hasn't, she hasn't seen these finished yet.
You know what? I love this teal. Look at this, but it has a iridescent look.
Yeah, yes, depending on how you look at it, it's a different shade.
Shimmery.
Yeah.
What about for the ceremony? Since you're gonna
we
have
are
it
doing
outside?
We are doing programs. I think she's just doing a little pocket program.
Okay.
It's really cute. It's just it'll have a simple peacock feather on it.
Let's talk about the decorations.
Well, it's always fun to take a nice big tent like this and transform it into a space that is personalized to them. So we're going to be taking and starting from the top and coming out to all the edges with fabric, adding lanterns in white and also in her colors. So we're going to spread that out, and the main grouping of lanterns will be over the dance floor, which really adds a nice ambiance to that space.
About how many approximately?
We usually do about 24 to 30 in a space like this.
This is perfect. I like this.
It's beautiful.
I like this a lot. Are we gonna have anything for the columns?
Yeah. It depends if they could do the option that I'm going to propose to them. And when I'm talking to them about putting fabric down, covering each one of the aluminum poles all the way around. If we do that, then uplights in either color or not color, either one would be fine. So that's going to be my proposal to her.
I like that.
Very elegant.
Yeah.
Because her ceremony and her cocktail hour are elegant. They're up at the mansion, and they're traditional in that respect because the gardens are going to be
in full bloom.
Yeah, fantastic. So this way we're rolling out more scenes, and so the guests will, rather than kind of get bored in the same old, they're going to be seeing different things at each stage.
So plan B, if it rains?
The living room will host the ceremony in the event of rain. And then we can do the cocktail hour throughout the mansion. And then they'll come down to the tent for their introductions.
Okay, what about the transition, obviously, from point A to point B?
They are driving down here. Now we do offer we have a limo golf cart to transport the bridal party down to the event pavilion.
In the ceremony program, I think we might want to have a little notification that at approximately 10 till 6, cocktail hour will begin to conclude, and we're going to ask guests to move down this way. So that gives them a little foreknowledge.
Okay, guys, so it sounds like we have a plan for a dream wedding. Alaina Erik's wedding day started with a ton of activity at Regent's Glen. Jen started the day before with draping. And we added a last-minute surprise. You are actually not part of the giveaway. We brought you in because, you know me, with surprises.
Yes.
We're surprising her with linens. She has no idea. Let's talk about your linens.
Yes, okay, so we have linens, white linens that are going to the floor today when we decided to upgrade the linens from the half length that were provided here. So she'll have floor length linens, about 110 people here. So the whole table, the whole area will be filled with white linens. And we decided to add a little bit of an accent, so we're putting a charcoal gray napkin on the tables. Today, there are gorgeous flowers coming on every table, so we're keeping the linens just a basic palette color.
Now, what about the other pop of colors that you're going to be incorporating throughout the tables?
We're putting a deep purple satin linen on the head tables here, and then we're sticking with the charcoal gray on the side tables, but we'll use different kinds of fabrics.
Stacey's flowers were vibrant and really popped on the white and the charcoal linens. It was clear that the dream team had done it again. As the wedding time drew near, we all became nervous about the weather. Like many photographers, Frank King was watching the weather like a meteorologist.
I got a radar thing on my phone. I just checked a couple minutes ago. It's still moving this way. And there is another possible thunderstorm mixed in with it. Okay. And it will probably rain 5 to 6 hours.
Okay.
It's a very concentrated system.
Okay, so we're gonna have a little problem. We have to have plan B, just in case, so hopefully you guys can help me out. It seems like it's gonna rain, hopefully it doesn't, but the radar is saying around 4 o'clock. Obviously, plan B will be in the mansion.
In the living room.
Can we still fit 113 people in there then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so we're gonna definitely do that. Okay, what about the room inside? Obviously there's windows, but it's still gonna be dark if it's raining. Can you help us with some uplighting in there?
I have a couple extra here right now.
Okay, good. If it rains, how are they gonna come here? Are you gonna have the golf cart limos then?
We can't take the limo golf cart if it rains down here because they will get wet.
So I'm gonna call Unique Limousine, and hopefully they can help us out. Tracy, this is Martine from Dream Weddings. How are you?
Good, how are you today?
Could be better. Hopefully you can help us out. I'm calling to see if you have any kind of transportation that you can help us out between 4 and 5 or so.
All I can pull is a town car.
Town car, that's perfect.
Perfect. Actually, we don't need it till 5:30.
We just really, let's have it on premise about 5. And then that will help us with our time schedule because They should technically be through by 5, but with the weather, I'm not sure. So if we can have it on premise at 5, that would be perfect.
Yes.
Now,
Perfect.
just the only thing that could potentially put a wrench in this, he's got to be done by 5:45.
You got it.
You got it. I'm feeling much better now.
Absolutely.
So thank you so very much for helping us out. It was time to prepare for Plan B. Stacia placed her flowers in the living room while Susan and I set up the seating. Finally, it was decision time. We went to visit Alaina. It's up to you. You
We've had
decide.
weddings already in this kind of weather. I don't want people to get wet butts. I would be unhappy. My dress is gonna get soaked.
Yeah. The doors are going to be closed, and we have some
Is everybody gonna
spotlights
fit in
there.
here?
There's about, 80 seats approximately in here. So the other thing is just to have the other people standing in here. And we can make it work.
I guess it's gonna have to be inside. Okay, does Eric know any of this?
No,
Okay.
I wanted to talk to you first.
Okay, can you please tell him I'm suggesting inside so everybody doesn't get wet butts, my dress doesn't get ruined, but see his opinion as well, please?
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
Thank you.
I'm asking. And so Plan B it was. Before long, it was time for the ceremony. The bridesmaids looked lovely in their gray dresses from Lila's Bridal, and Alaina was radiant in her cap sleeve dress from Renaissance Bridal.
I give you this ring as a reminder that I will love, honor, and cherish you in all times, forever.
The guests enjoyed cocktails in the mansion while the bridal party got pictures. Thankfully, the mansion's patio had plenty of cover. The tent looked spectacular. Dancing lessons from Barbara at Ballroom on the Square really paid off. And everyone enjoyed the food and the dancing, and of course, the cake. What a lucky bride. I'm so glad we were able to help Alaina have her dream wedding. I only wish we could have done something about the weather, but this is reality TV. Many thanks to the Dream Team who contributed their services for this wedding. We could have done it without you. Please check our website to learn more about them and all the great wedding professionals in Central Pennsylvania. See you next time.